Okay, here's a look at the E-mini S&P for July the 6th, 2010. Starting off here, looking at the market profiles. This is today's market profile and its corresponding volume profile. This one right beside is what occurred overnight, so it had a pretty good range there. We also had a little bit of trade during the holiday, which was obviously didn't move very much, just more or less sideways. And this is what we had on Friday. So we were looking at an area from approximately 28 or so up through 36. And the overnight trade took out the lower barrier out by a little bit, and in the regular trading hours it also did. But notice that, and so this is the barrier range right here, the high of it and the low of it of the barrier range that we had going into today, and so there was really a surprise rally overnight that Europe and Asia, had a really good rally and sort of cut the coattails of that, and then opened here in the regular trading hours, and did have some follow through with that higher early in the regular trading hours today. But it just couldn't hold above this area in here, and then of course started to sell off. So we did have one long trade as it was working its way higher early in the day. Was entered just before the news was released, and the news had a reaction lower and then had the rally. So we ended up, in essence, a break even on that trade. But anyway, let's take a look at what we've got here. So, and there's our profiles. You can see that just a very short trading day yesterday, just lasted, I think, an hour and a half or 2 hours. So here's our software here, and you can see that this is that little bit of a trade that occurred yesterday, just that shortened session. So you can see here, there's the up arrow right there. We got in here, it hit our first objective, but then came down to here just a few minutes later when some news was released, and then it shot up. So on the right side of the market there, but really weren't able to gain any profit off of that. You can see here that we had several sells as the market was going down. However, you can also see that the dashed lines continued to the right edge of the chart because none of them were filled. This one here could have been filled much later, but by that time our filter had gone to the neutral. It was very, very late in the day. So we were not filled on any of those short trades, but certainly the filter was really giving us a heads up for our traders that really understand the mechanics of the market and the auction process. We're able to utilize that to get on the short side and take advantage of that sell-off because we knew that if the market were to hold below 24, then it could very well have a nice move down. So 24 is right in here, and you can see that the initial dip was basically to 24, another dip here, and then a good sell-off. So we knew that the 24 area could very well act as a support/resistance. We did have a long trade though that we got into here, although our filter at that time was still neutral, but it did have a nice bounce. As you can see, that deceleration bar right there, and a nice bounce higher. So not a very active day from as far as our trades were concerned, but our software was certainly on top of it as far as monitoring the market and being on the right side of it. So we'll take a look at that 24 to see if the market can hold above or below that. If it can, then the next resistance area would be approximately 31, and then after that up to 36. And we've really got 18 as a first support area, and then down at 14. So that's really what we're looking at going into tomorrow. Any questions or comments, just get a hold of us at info@eminidaytrader.com. Always enjoy hearing your comments or questions. So that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you again tomorrow.